Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. For quarter four of 2025, we've been looking at different shop simulators, starting with Ale and Tail Tavern, which was a lot of fun, but definitely geared towards co-op. Then we looked at Medieval Startup, which is in very early access and has a lot of growing to do, but was generally fun. But for the last 2 weeks, we are going to look at what is probably the coziest shop simulator ever, and that is Teddy's Haven. Now, Teddy's Haven is also in early access. It came out in May 2025 by Teddy Bear Games. It is currently 20% off on Steam, so $11.99 down from the usual $14.99, and it has a 97% positive rating on Steam. Now, we're going to spend a little time wandering around the world of Ursa, and as you can see, that's my shop. So we'll go take a look inside it real quick. You see, it's winter in the game, so there's that. And here's my shop. Of course, you do not start with the shop this size because I've been playing it for a little bit already. I got my produce section, various fruits and vegetables. Got some sun apples over here, got eggs, got milk and cheese, various jams. Over here for our adventurers, we have swords and daggers, ores, ingots, and some polished crystals. We have Teddy. We must say hi to Teddy. We have our two shopkeepers here. And yes, that rock is a shopkeeper. We have various fizzy drinks. We have health and mana potions. Now these I don't make, I have to buy them. And I have my little workroom back here where I make ingots, jams, wools, cheese, and the drinks. Now, I'm going to go ahead, before we start, I'm going to grab about 4 boxes of stone, because this large fellow out here is an Orling. And he does not start off this big. In fact, he starts off very teeny tiny. But you feed him stone, and he gives you ores and swords in return. I usually try to feed him about 11 or 12 trays of stone. So we're only going to feed him 4 right now. I'm sure he'll feel very neglected. He's continuing to grow. Well, he's not taking this one. I wonder why. Usually he'll take more. Okay, I guess he's not interested in eating anymore right now. Wonder if he's gotten as big as he's gonna get. I don't think we can buy another one. Can we? Magical. Well, we have this new thing, a glow harvest fire. So it can harvest a wide radius around itself. Activate it by the button above the book of almost everything. We have 1 so far. Because, well, while I played this for a while, my shop isn't very big, and I haven't a whole ton of disposable income for that. Look, oh yes, Orling. So it takes stone and randomly turns it into ore. I don't think I want to buy another one right now. But if that one isn't eating anymore, I might end up having to buy another one. And then I'll have to figure out what to do with this big guy. Don't tell me you have indigestion today. Alright, we're going to go ahead and gather a few things. This game, pretty much, you can play it how you want. You can just buy stuff from the book and sell it for a profit. Or you can go out and gather stuff and sell that stuff. You can also turn that stuff into other things, like you can take the berries and turn them into jams and drinks. You can take the ores and turn them into ingots. You can take the shards and turn them into crystals. Lots of stuff you can do. You can set up your shop any way you want. You can sell whatever you want. And time does not progress in this game until you open that shop. So you can wander around and gather every single thing you want to gather. Or you can just gather the bare minimum or nothing at all. It's up to you. Me, I'm gathering some of these new berries. These are the winter berries. We have frost gleams. I'll gather some more stone just in case our friend will eat more. And we got some pebble bright ore out of that one. More frost gleam. Say hi to the bunnies, and they give us whisper wool. They give us whisper wool, and I believe there's some the sheep give us whisper wool too. We have tons of whisper wool. We really don't need to get more. I have gathered so much stuff. I could probably forego gathering things for quite some time. Here's a kitty. That's Callie. Got a big old strawberry on top of his head. Or her head, I don't know. If you pet the cat, they will follow you around. Pet them a second time and they will stop following you. We don't want them following us right now. We're not going to pet. But the cats get lots of pets. There's like 8 different ores to gather. Tons of different berries. Got duck eggs you can gather. So over here you've got your quackaries. And you gather their eggs. I usually just sell them in the shop. I haven't found another use for them yet. The game is, like I said, in early access. They are planning on adding more stuff to make, more stuff to sell, more areas to explore. Although you can explore a lot of stuff already, and you can even go off map to do it. And this guy here, yes, there's a change in music when you approach him. We're going to talk to him in a second as soon as we gather the shards here. I think they're Fernbright shards. Yes. So he's got 4 Fernbright shard fragments around him. Don't worry, he doesn't eat much. There's nothing dangerous, nothing you have to fight in this game. In fact, you can click on him and he will tell you stories. A dream lingers beneath the earth, and I remember its weight. In Brightmere, the scholars drank the stars and called it wisdom. But the city turned to beast, and truth became nightmare. One hunter entered the dream to end it. They never woke, but the dream softened. Thank you for letting the forgotten stir gently once more. So we got a 10% profit increase for the store from that. That Little Fix, another cat we can pet. Little Fix has their own nice little house here. Very cute, very cozy. And as for our character, I'm not sure what we are. I think you don't see your character, that way you can imagine them being whatever you want. And considering there is no fall damage, and in fact at moments it seems like you can almost fly, I'm assuming you're some sort of a fae. Maybe a fairy, maybe a brownie. I'm not sure what, but you're definitely not human. Some more stuff. Now these you'll find scattered around. So if I wanted to go back home real fast, this is a stone that will travel me back home. We have this very pretty, very cozy little game where you can go out, gather stuff, explore a bit, even go off and go out of bounds. So I guess is it out of bounds if you can actually go there? I don't know. We've gotten a nice bit of Fey Peach, another new one for the season. So of course I'm gathering it. We got these guys here, the Sorlisks. Not sure what to do with their scales yet, but I've gathered a bunch of them. Maybe I'll try selling them, see if anybody buys them. Maybe they're good for making armor, who knows? And this one has glasses on his face. That's good. We have 1,300 of them. Did I mention I've been playing this for a while? This is one of those games where you have an hour or two you just want to kill, and you just want something kind of low-key, cozy to do. You can fire this up, run your shop for a day or two, and then close the game, and it'll be here for the next time. I want to go up this way. We'll go down in here. I have some big, huge boulders in here. So, say you are feeding your Arling and you need the extra stone, you can definitely get a ton of extra stone in here. So, I think that's good. We don't need all this stone. We'll go here. We got these little guys looking down. They got little, I don't know what those are supposed to be, but they look like little spacemen. I don't know, and they're completely out of place here, but they're so cute. Whoa, I don't want to go that way. Where are we going? We'll go down here, see something. And like I said, it does seem like you can fly. That's some out-of-boundium. And the music is because we're near the castle. There are like 4 different songs that play, each for different worlds. There we go. Just fun little, I'm going to go explore. At least for me, I enjoy that part. And even I haven't figured everything out. The full release of the game is supposed to be sometime in 2026. They're supposed to be adding a whole lot more stuff. More places to explore. I think I mentioned that. More places to explore, more items to make and sell. There's the castle over there. Now you do very, very, very slowly land if you actually just focus on flying. There are ways to get into the castle and up on the spires, but I think they involve bouncing around, which I don't have any of the bouncing pads yet. I haven't tested them. But we will go over here and grab this out of boundium. There's not a ton of that in the game. Most of it's up high. But there's some that's more reachable. And the music's fun. There's another out of boundium in the water over there. I don't think there's any more here. I'm going to go grab that one. Almost looks like there's shells down there. We can't go into the water. We literally glide over the water too. Like it's just land. Again, lending to the idea that we're not human. We're definitely some sort of wisp or fae. Oh, come on, get up there. There we go. Ooh, we need more of those. We do not have very many of those berries at all. There's another kitty. That's Orange Meow. More animals to tend out here, but I just want these berries. For now, I just want these berries because they're new. I don't have hardly any of them. And we just made level 33 on harvesting, which means I'll be getting I'll be going faster when I harvest and get slightly more out of each harvest. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The more we have, the better off. There's an island over there that's got more stuff. Now, I do have one of those new harvesting spires on it, but it seems like it does not harvest in a very wide range. At least not like the description suggests. I might have to level that up. That might be have something that the area gets bigger the more you use it. I don't know yet. We actually have a decent amount of that. The new ice rose berries. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Decent amount of the lunabrites too now. That's another winter berry. So you actually do have berries for each season. There are berries for the spring, summer, fall, and winter that are just all different. But you do also have a couple of berries that seem to persist through different seasons. Alright. Now, I'm going to show you one more place that I know for certain is easy to get out of boundium. After we get more berries. Because of course we're going to get more berries. They're so easy to get to. And of course, I can do it super fast. Oh, we have over 1,000 lunabrites now. I think we're doing good with the berries. Of course I'm going to get them because I sell a lot of them. I sell them as berries, I sell them as jams, I sell them as drinks. So having more is better than not having enough. Alright, and we're going to grab this dragon's blood shards. Ooh, we need to go... Oh, alright, we got our mining up to level 33. Awesome. Up here. And go up around this way. And over here we have 2 more out of boundium and a pink unicorn. Which I don't think you can interact with. No, you can't. So, take a over the head tour, make sure I don't see any other magical creatures to talk to today. Now, we talked to the turtle, and he gave us a 10% discount, but there are other creatures that stop by. There's a dragon. Actually, I think there's a couple of dragons. There are a couple other different magical creatures, including another turtle that rarely shows up. There's also one giant, what looks like a big giant knight wearing full plate armor. I think it's supposed to be some sort of automaton. But every one of them gives you a different kind of discount. So most of them will give you a shop discount for the day, or I guess a shop profit boost for the day. And sometimes they'll give you like, you can get extra mining for the day, or extra gathering, or animal tending. But I don't see any others today. Oh well. I guess we're only going to get the 10% profit boost today. I think we have gathered more than enough stuff. So let's go back to the shop. We'll open it up. And while the cashiers are working, I'm going to work on making more stuff to sell. Oh, I'm missing berries here. Okay. Alright, pet Teddy. You always pet Teddy. And actually we'll start, before we open the shop, I'll do the crystals. So, start with, we'll take this bat. Now this thing in the middle, it extracts ether from the crystals. Nope, wrong one. Now which ones do I want to? Let's do Dragon Blood, Blue Sky, Burn Bright, Honey Glow, Lavendrite, and Out of Boundium. So, whoops, that one fell. So you put the crystals, or you put the shards in there, and it polishes them. The next day, the finished crystals go right into the bag. So there's no extra steps to take. That's it. Right, we'll go ahead and get 2 elder milk and 2 whisper wool. And go ahead and click this. Now, as soon as we click this, time starts. And the shop opens. Now, I kind of wish I could put the bag back here, since that's where I use it the most. But since I can't, I have to run each thing back here. Oh, yes, and you get all sorts of fun decorations. Like, that's a very nice painting, actually. I like that. Oh, our first customer has arrived. Now my register is closed, so they won't go to my register to check out. We need ore. What am I going to make more of? The manasite, because I know I'm selling that. Sun glow, and let's go with the sangrelith. And here's our ore smelters. Very magical. They used to look different. They changed the look of them recently. They looked a little more like smelters before. Now they're very magical looking. And I stacked them on top of each other to save space. Now I need fruit for jams. I think I'm gonna go with 2 of the Ice Rose, 2 of the Luna Bright, and 2 of the Tulip Puff. And just load them up in there. And all this stuff will show up in our bag the next day. And you see our shop is quite busy. Good thing there's no collision. Because I just run into everybody. Magical girl. There she is, magical girl. Every once in a while you'll get a customer that comes in that also gives you an extra benefit. But I haven't gotten one of those yet today. Of course, you don't get them every day. Now we need honey. We need pots of honey. There we go. 4 of them. Yep, that's the only stuff we have left to make is the new drinks. So we start with the honey. It's a 2-step process. Oh yes, we get some very strange customers, like we have goats. We also have owls coming to the shop. Very cute. Very, very cute. So that's done. Now we need to pick the berries we're going to use. And of course, we're going to pick the new berries. So let's do 2 Ice Rose. One Luna Bright. And 1... where's the other one? Tulip Puff. And you can tell it's getting dark. So, time is moving along. Why don't we all wish making a drink was that easy, especially a fizzy drink. Honey and berries, let them cook for a day. No, doesn't work that way. And we got our fuzzy brewing up to level 9. Nice. Everybody's doing well. Oh, let's check. What's our stock of weapons? Okay, we need another thing of the swords. Like I said, you can, if you wanted to forego gathering stuff, you have all sorts of things you can buy and sell in your shop. So right now I have the potions of health, potion of magic, different produce I can sell, the blades. Well, you don't sell an empty crate, but still. Potion of stamina. That's a new one. I haven't started selling that yet. Potion of clarity. I also haven't started selling yet. An alchemist field journal. I don't have any of those yet either. The slimes, which I have a few of. There's also other weapons. Even a pair of bone fang gauntlets. Oh, I guess they are weapons, aren't they? Bows and arrows. More vegetables that I don't have stocked. More potions. Lots and lots of potions you can sell, because I have unlocked a couple of levels with the Mages Guild. More weapons. More produce. Lots and lots of stuff you can sell if you just want to do that. Strategic turtle. Okay, that looks cute. And some action figures even. Strategic turtle, joyful turtle, impulsive turtle, and smart turtle. So those are all types of things that you can buy from the catalog and then turn around and sell. You won't make as much of a profit because, of course, you have to spend money to make money. But there's that. You have all sorts of displays, decorations, and you unlock these as you go. So I've unlocked a lot of these already. But, yeah, potted plants. They added jack-o'-lanterns for the holiday, all sorts of paintings, wall sections. So if you want to create a walled-off room, like I created that back area for crafting. Foundations and ceilings. There's all sorts of light orbs, holiday stuff, because they added stuff for Christmas. The enchanted snowfall is what I have on the front door, so it looks like there's snow falling. And you also have your crafting stuff here, your jam world pots, which is what makes the jam. The bumble buzz homes, which is where you get your honey, cheese burrows, ashjaw crucible. That's what refines the ore into ingots. Fluff worlds, that's your spindles. Gleam forges, which is what's up here, turning the shards into crystals. The Memoria extractor, that's that one in the middle that extracts ether from the crystals. The Orling. The Buzzy Brewing bottles, which makes your Buzzy Brews. The Storm Sprout wand. Actually, you use that to water your garden plots, which I'm not doing the garden plots right now because it's winter. Terrariums, so you can have a terrarium to grow things in. I've never bought one of these. Gardening plots, I have 3 of. And then your seeds, you can get Kakarato seeds, earthbud seeds, and emerald leaf seeds. Carrots, potatoes, lettuce, basically. Then you have bounce blobs. And it says a cheerful mound of enchanted slime that launches anyone who steps on it high into the air with a delightful spring. And then there's an extra bounce blob that will launch you even higher. I haven't tried those yet. Magical zip lines for when walking to the shop just feels too grounded. Very funny. Wand of boxing, boxes furniture. You can also store furniture in crates. Bin of devastation when you need to destroy something. And there's the glow harvest spires, which I can afford to get a second one, although I'm holding off for a shop expansion. So we won't get a second one right now. But there you have it. That is our first look at the game Teddy's Haven. Next week we will continue our look at it. And I will say, if you enjoy something really low-key, cozy, that you can pretty much do whatever you want in, this is definitely the game for it. Just a very chill experience, very relaxed. Make your shop however you want. If you want it to be nothing but a blacksmith shop with ores, ingots, weapons, you can do that. If you want it to be a magic shop with potions and berries, you could do that. Basically, your imagination is the only limit in this game. But let me know, what do you think of the game? Is it something that you would enjoy buying and playing? Or is it something that's like, no, I think I'll pass. I need a little more excitement in my game. So once again, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed our look at this. And until next time, bye for now.